Super Rugby, folks. There were a couple of games on this Friday. Hurricanes played the Landers in the first one, which I'll mention the score of briefly, so if you don't know it, you don't want to know it. Forewarned, I'm going to mention it. And then the Chiefs and the Brumbies played out a bit of a cracker. The Chiefs were leading 24-7 and ended up losing 33-24. James Slipper's record-breaking game, goodness me. Crazy stuff in that game. We'll go through them pretty quick, and you guys can let us know your thoughts. I think this game deserves a bit more talking about than the Hurricanes and Highlanders. Nothing against you Canes, but you put 50 points on the Landers, who scored 7 in reply. Your backline looked very slick. Angus Gardner getting injured and then powering through, I guess, with some painkillers. That's the story. But yeah, the Landers got absolutely pumped. This game was a lot more even. I thought the Chiefs were going to win when they were 24-7 up. It was looking likely. But credit to the Brumbies, that's a hell of a comeback. The Brumbies had a lot of early pressure, and it paid off. They got the first try after they'd missed a few chances, to be fair. Pass into touch, knock-ons, but they got their first one, pressure paid. Crichton is the man who finished it off after Lonergan had gone closer, 7-0. Happy days for the Brumbies. Celebrating James Slipper. But then there's no scoring from them until 59 minutes. It's quite a gap between tries. The Chiefs did manage to get a bit of pressure there themselves. They were also passing it into touch and, not punishing the Brumbies kicking dead. So they were looking to be lacking a bit of clinical edge. D-Mac, I think, had a line break, couldn't quite get Ratima over the line. But they came and eventually scored themselves some points as well. Took 17 minutes. Scrum play. Muirhead had, in the build-up to that, not been pinged for a deliberate knock-on, which looked, I don't know, maybe a bit suspect, but doesn't matter anyway, because Coombs Fabling went over from the scrum play, 7 points apiece, and then bang, bang, Coombs Fabling gets a double not too long later. It's 5 minutes. D-Mac to Lord. There's some sweet hands from the Chiefs boys. Lord has the good presence of mind not to pop an offload because Muirhead would have been all over it. He holds the pill. But yeah, good pressure from the Chiefs. They are 14 points to 7 up. They have to get some defensive play going on when D-Mac kicked it, a clearing kick, into the back of his own player's head. Was it Josh Lord? Yeah, they didn't show a replay of it, but they kicked a clearing kick into his own player's head, which put them under a bit of pressure, but they held out well. And the Brumbies held out well before half-time because the Chiefs put on them under a bunch of pressure, eventually opting for a 3 because the clock was in the red. I don't think there was no means guaranteed that you'll get a try if you go for it. So take the 3. 17-7 at halftime. Chiefs have had more possession. Territory's pretty even, but clean breaks is 5-3 to the Chiefs. Defenders beating us 17-7 to the Chiefs. Seems like the Chiefs are going to win. James Slipper probably gets the biggest cheer of the start of the second half because there's not that much going on. It's a defensive masterclass for both sides, winning turnovers. Slipper gets subbed off. Crowd gets on their feet, gives him a cheer off the field. Good for him. Probably think he's going to lose to a Kiwi team again. Although the Brumbies have got a pretty decent record, but still, I don't know. Maybe he's confident at 17-7, but far from game over. But then the Chiefs score one of the tries of the night on 56 minutes. They go length of the field. It's most of the Chiefs' backs, again, plus Josh Lord, from their own half. So many touches on the ball, so slick, super rugby. That's a hell of a try. Well worth the highlight if you haven't gone and seen it. It's a slick, slick try. 24-7. The Chiefs are up. There's 20-odd minutes to go. But the Brumbies, perfect reply from a scrum. The TMO has to check touch, but everything's all good. Lonergan finishes 24-12. And then another one from close range. Charlie Cale back into the side. The Super Rugby top try scorer this season thus far. 24-19 game on. And then 3 in a row. The Brumbies. Pressure. It had been coming. Reimer. I didn't think his call to offload was a great one. It's a bounce and offload, but they managed to pounce on it. Meredith. 26-24 clutch conversion from Lonergan from the sidelines. D-Mac has a chance to put the Chiefs back in front a few minutes later with a penalty. He shanks that one. It's not his best kick of the night. And then it is finished off with the Chiefs hunting down that win, 11 phases. They ain't looking for a droppy. Could have put D-Mac in the pocket, but no, they're going for a try. Ball kind of bobbles out, ends up being popped from the ground straight into the hands of the fastest guy on the field, Corey Toole. Length of the field try. It was D-Mac trying to chase him down. He's pretty quick as well, but there's no catching Corey Toole for 100 metres. It is 33-24. Wow, what a finish for James Slipper and the Brumbies. Cracking result. Cracking game. Like I said, I thought you were dead and buried. Slipper would have had faith. What am I talking about? Key performers, key stats. Turnovers won 6-5 to the Chiefs. So pretty tight. There's a lot of turnovers won this game. Line breaks finishes 9-7 to the Brumbies. Although they did miss a few too many tackles for Larkham's liking, 32 of them to the Chiefs 17. Individuals, Tupaya, 15 carries, 7 defenders beaten. Continues to be dangerous in that Chiefs midfield. Samasoni Takiaho made 18 tackles. Oates had 73 metres for the Brumbies. Meredith had 70. Toole finished with 100 plus. No surprise with the intercept at the death, but man, cracking result from two of Super Rugby's favoured sides. You guys let us know your thoughts on this one. And the other one, if you watched it, that one just didn't seem like it was as necessary to review because it was an absolute pumping. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts on this one. I'm off to bed. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.